Does your morning look something like this? You wake up, late of course. You feel very sleep deprived from all of the late scrolling you did last night. So without a question, you decided to make the best decision. You pick up your phone and start scrolling again while still laying in bed. After 30 minutes has passed, you've mustered up the courage to get yourself out of bed and went straight to the toilet. Another 30 minutes wasted in there. Your mind, now tired and unfocused, lacks the ability to perform in doing your work. Your day is ruined, energy is depleted, no motivation. You just want to go home and sleep. But the moment you got home, you decided to mindlessly go on your phone until midnight, and the cycle repeats again and again and again. Does this sound familiar to a typical day in your life? If you have clicked on this video, I think you probably do have a day like this, and you are fed up with it. This is Weekend Wisdom, and I will be going through 5 different types of morning routines that might suit your lifestyle and purpose. There is a quote which I live by. Our lives are made from years, and years are made from months. Months are made from days, and days are made from mornings. Win in the morning, and you will win at life. A good start to your morning sets up a productive and purposeful day for you, even if the rest of the days is filled with so much bullshit, which can sometimes be the case. As long as you have a good start in the morning, it could still boost up your mood because of the fulfillment that you get from it. So, what are the requirements for a good morning routine? First of all, it should make you feel awake and energized for the day ahead. Therefore, morning routines shouldn't be too complicated and use up too much energy, or it would destroy the core purpose. On to morning routine number 1, the student morning routine. This routine is for students who are trying to get the grades that they want to get into universities of their choice. If you're in this category, your priorities are set on studying for examinations. Therefore, most of your day will be comprised of exam papers and flashcards. The moment you wake up, after you have hydrated yourself, you should jump straight to reading contents on your textbook before you do anything else. This form of revision is called passive revision, which is said to be the most useless form of revision. But here is why I would put it in my student routine. When you read a topic that you are planning to revise on immediately after waking up, you're program yourself to subconsciously cycle that knowledge in your mind. Keep thinking and repeating the content from the book to try and understand it better. So, when it is time to practice, you would be more prepared with the knowledge required. After you have spent around 10 to 15 minutes reading the content in your school textbook, meditate for 5, 10 minutes. Meditating in the morning is a way to calm your mind for the day ahead. If you watch my videos, no matter what age you are, you probably want to improve your life and reach your potential. And I have told you several times that if you chose this lifestyle, your days will be comprised of so many hard work, and sometimes it can be very overwhelming. Waking up knowing that you have a mission to work towards can make you panic a little. So meditate. Calm your mind. A still mind can prevent you from procrastinating the hard work required. Once you are done, you can go do the typical morning routine, such as taking a shower and so on. Next up is the athlete or bodybuilder morning routine. Your routine is prioritized on preparing your body for the harsh training you are going to endure. Optimizing energy and mobility, the key to achieving a well-prepared physical vessel. You will start of the day with meditation and immediately follow up by cold shower. The shock of cold water can stimulate the body and mind, making you feel more awake, which is exactly what you need as an athlete. After the cold exposure, you will warm up your body by doing stretches. Specifically, only do dynamic stretches as they are much more beneficial than static stretches. For those who are unsure what the differences are, dynamic stretches is a form of stretching where you constantly move your body. This would help with your flexibility. It warms up the muscle and joints as you use it to repetitively move the same motion, and it would help wake up your nervous system. Your muscles can be strong, but if your nervous system doesn't know what is going on, you can't control them properly. There is a concept called position sense, which is your ability to feel where different parts of your bodies are if you were to close your eyes. Dynamic stretches helps you improve your position sense, which will drastically boost your hand-eye coordination ability in sports. Just make sure that you aren't doing intense stretches, as that will make you feel fatigued. Lastly, you will finish off your routine with 10 minutes of rope skipping. This is to get your heart rate up and boost your adrenaline levels for the main workout that you are going to do. Next morning routine for those who is taking the entrepreneurship route. This morning is what I am currently doing in order to consistently post high-quality videos like this one onto YouTube as a new beginner. This routine, in my opinion, is the most difficult because it challenges your willpower and urges to procrastinate. The first few days of me trying this routine is very gruesome. I couldn't focus at all because my mind was convincing me to just drop the sword and give up. The aim of this morning routine is to tap into a deep work stage where you get as much work done as possible. Entrepreneurship is not easy. Sometimes you can find yourself doing things that you don't know whether it's going to work or not, and you feel like you are in a constant battle with your inner voice, which is trying to distract you from the main goal. Entering deep work would erase that inner voice inside because you are so focused on the task at hand. To start things off, you will wake up extremely early. I'm talking about waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning. The first thing you would do is a cold shower. The cold shower is done to spike up your dopamine and adrenaline levels, waking you up. You should immediately shock yourself with the cold temperature. Don't start off with a warm water and gradually changing the temperature. The results aren't the same. Then you would meditate for 5 minutes to calm your mind and do some visualization. Visualization is a very uncommon topic spoken in this self-improvement area because of how superficial it sounds. And I agree. The truth is, visualization is not a tool that can guarantee you success. Visualizing yourself being successful and reaching your potential isn't a foolproof highway success. Life doesn't work like that. What visualization does is more on the mindset side of things. Mindset has the ability to make or break your goals. Try visualizing being a successful entrepreneur and being productive in your work. Telling yourself positive feedbacks with visualization will help you escape victim mindset and drive you to your potential because you will slowly start to believe that you truly have the ability to achieve great things. You just have to put in the hard work. After visualization, go read one chapter of a book on money making and let that lesson resonate inside your mind for the entire day. Having new knowledges whilst doing your work will only do you good. It kind of opens your mind to new approaches to your business. For example, a chapter from how to win friends and influence people may be put to use when you are trying to sell your products. Applying the lessons can increase the likelihood of you making a successful sale. The next routine is the fighter morning routine. This is for people who are interested in becoming a fighter in MMA or boxing. Similar to the morning routine of an athlete, the routine will be focused on preparing your body for training. You will start your day off with cold shower and visualization. As a fighter, you want to visualize yourself being in a ring with your opponent. Picture how you would fight. See your strength, see your weaknesses. Based on that, see how you would knock your opponents out, and see how you could be knocked out by your opponent. With this visualization, you will be able to know what you need to focus on training for the day. Your motivation would also increase from this visualization because it's like, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to train today. It cuts out that overwhelming feeling of having a big training program and not knowing what to do in the program. After your visualization, you will do 3 rounds of shadow boxing or shadow kickboxing. Always imagine your opponent being in front of you. That would make your shadow boxing more realistic and adaptive. Whilst you shadow box, make sure to breathe only into your chest. Many fighters are scared of getting dropped by a body shot. The most painful body shots are the ones that you don't see coming. And if you breathe into your belly and take a hit, you are almost guaranteed to drop down. Chest breathing would allow you to avoid these risks and still being able to breathe normally. Then you would follow up the shadow boxing with some AB conditioning workout. The workout shouldn't be complicated at all. Do 200 proper sit-ups and you are good to go. Lower the reps if this is your first time trying out this morning routine. The last morning routine is for those who are healing their mental health or physical health. Maybe you have a poor mental health which has accumulated for years. If you are having these problems, this morning routine is for you. It is a calming routine which the core purpose is to just make you feel better. To start your day, go for a lukewarm shower. Relax your muscles and your mind, and follow it up by a 10-minute meditation session. Then, you would do gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling is probably one of the best ways to improve mental health. Mental health issues that most teenagers face are related to the emotional belief that their life is horrible and there is no hope left. Now, I understand that there are many degrees of mental health issues. Gratitude journaling, from what I've seen, tends to effectively help those who are having poor mental health issues on a lesser degree rather than a severe case. Many self-improvement YouTubers always push the idea that you can just gratitude journal about anything, but I say that this approach is not effective. When you are journaling about what you are grateful for, you should write what you are grateful about for the things or people that you don't feel any gratitude for. For example, some people aren't happy with their parents and they blame them for the problems that they face, which is simply the main ingredient to destroying a family relationship. If you are facing these kinds of problems, why don't you try to find something good that they have done for you? Even if you argue with me, say that your parents haven't done anything good for you, I can assure you that you can always be grateful for them. Do this every day. Learn to see the good things in the people or things who may have hurt you before. Then you may start to realize that your issues aren't that bad, but your hatred and anger just made things worse. Now that you know that, take responsibility. Own it. Do something about it. That is it. These are the 5 morning routines that will adapt to your personal lifestyle and purpose in life. Morning routines are bound to change every few months because the chapters in our lives are always changing, and that's what makes life beautiful. I hope this video has helped you transform your morning routine. Please like and subscribe to this channel. It would mean a lot to a small channel like this one. Follow my Instagram account, Weekend Wisdom, as well to stay informed when a new video has dropped. With every small step you take today will take you closer to becoming the person you want to become. This is Weekend Wisdom. See you in the next video.